You are now tuned in to the 411 for your fantasy football with your host, Autumn Wind Williams.
What's going on, guys? It's Autumn Wind Williams, and you're now tuned in to the 411 for your fantasy football for Week 6 of the 2019 regular season. And it has been a very interesting one. I wish I was having more of a profitable 2019 season. But on the bright side, I'm happy that I'm not making deposits week after week. And knocking on wood, hoping I don't have to make another deposit at all for this season. And hopefully make some profit this week with you guys for week 6. Last week you had to definitely play the more chalky lineup in order to cash. I believe my highest score out of all my lineups was 278, and that's usually around the amount that you need to win a Million Maker or so. But it was basketball numbers, 300 for you to cash last week. And I don't think it's going to happen that way this week, though, because what everybody's doing now is trying to find a way to get contrarian, because it's a condensed slate already. It's a 10-game slate at that. So everybody's looking at the injury reports. I'm sure you guys are. That's why you're researching on this video to see what I think as well. I actually wasn't going to even make a video this week. Not because you guys don't like or dislike each video. Not because you don't comment. Not because it's only about a little bit over 60 of you guys that subscribe. It's other reasons. And that's due to the PG&E. They decided to give everybody an outage in the Bay Area. So I wasn't sure if I'm going to have lights on or camera working or research abilities on the internet because of that. So a very difficult time for a lot of people in the Bay Area. PG&E is Pacific Gas and Electric. That's our provider for electricity and gas. A lot of residents were in the dark, unfortunately, rushing to the store for canned goods and water like it was Y2K all over, doing anything to survive, buying anything that survives, basically. It could have been a lot worse, but hey, we're alive. We're able to play Week 6 DFS. So I'm going to start giving you my guys right now, and I can tell you the majority of you guys watching the video right now, you're likely going to want to log off as soon as I tell you who I have for quarterback for my main lineups. If you saw Monday night game, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Baker Mayfield of the Cleveland Browns. They played horrible, but I feel like this is the biggest way I can get off the chalk and hedge against the public who's not going to play Baker Mayfield, and he has high upside. If you look at the previous season, his highest this year was, I believe, 19 points. So it's a possibility you can go out there and do pretty good. I see this game being a shootout against the Seahawks, first of all. But main reasons why I'm picking Baker Mayfield is Seattle has allowed their opponent up to 270.6 yards per game this year, and their secondary is just vulnerable right now. I'm sure Baker Mayfield wants to get out there and throw the ball down the field to his receivers early in the game, and I'll talk about one of the receivers in a moment. Just a moment. Need some water. Need some H2O in my system. Tasty. But yeah, like I said, I'll talk about the receiver in a moment. But Baker Mayfield, Cleveland Browns, I'm looking at how most teams, when they go out there and they embarrass themselves like they did, they usually bounce back the next game and show some kind of improvement. Shit, when your quarterback only gets one Draftkings point, the only way is up, right? I'm hoping so, man. Fingers crossed for Baker Mayfield. All right, at running back who I have is Le'Veon Bell of the New York Jets. Sam Darnold is back. Yes, New York Jets have the quarterback back on the field, coming from the quarantine of mononucleosis. Also had an enlarged spleen issue from suffering from the mononucleosis. And I'm expecting the offense to play as a whole lot better. In week one, the only game Le'Veon Bell and Darnold played together in this season, Le'Veon Bell got 23.2 Draftkings points and his only touchdown of the season. So I figure that since he's already been used as a bell cow with or without Darnold, he can go out there and get a lot of passes from Darnold, short passes, pass catching running backs. Cowboys don't play good against, for one. So that's another reason why I want to play Le'Veon Bell, and I feel like they might be trying to catch up. It might be a catch-up game where he has to throw a lot of dump offs and move down the field, tie up the score, go overtime or whatever, or win the game by a few points. But also, if you look at what Aaron Jones did last week, he destroyed Dallas Cowboys defense single-handedly. And I think Le'Veon Bell can either go out there and do the equivalent or even hurt the Cowboys a little bit more than Aaron Jones did. So, yeah, that's who I have at running back this week. At wide receiver, I told you guys I'm stacking Baker Mayfield with a Cleveland Browns wide receiver. And, of course, that's Odell Beckham, OBJ, ODB, whatever you want to call him. He's not had a great year this year, just like Baker Mayfield. And he even fumbled a ball on a punt return last game. He was trying to go out there and do something for his team. He hated that they were down like they were against the 49ers. Oh, gosh. I hated to see that, too. When 49ers celebrate, in the Bay Area, I hate to see that. But, yeah. At the end of the game, the post-game conference, he mentioned how he's frustrated and with losing, but he's showing a little bit of maturity this year. I feel he's not fighting with field equipment, and hating on his teammates or anything like that, or coaches. It shows that he really wants to go out there and help the Browns win, and turn their organization around and win a Super Bowl for the first time. They're now at a 2-3 record, and he's just trying to motivate the team to get out there and work hard and have some optimism and win some football games. But Jarvis Landry mentioned how the Browns need to get the ball to playmakers more. And, with Jarvis Landry being Odell Beckham's best friend, I feel like he was referring to Kitchens, and Mayfield needs to get the ball to Odell. They've been trying to set him up with trick plays, handoffs, have him throwing the ball a little bit, which is cool. But I believe Jarvis, as well as myself and many others, are probably referring to getting the ball on some deep passes to Odell Beckham, slants in the red zone so he can get some touchdowns. That's what we want to see out of Odell, and that's what I think we'll see. My hot take for this week, 2 touchdowns for Odell Beckham. All right, at tight end, trying to fade off of the Austin Hooper chalk. I might have some Austin Hooper, George Kittle chalk, even though George Kittle is questionable last time I checked with the groin. I was thinking of one guy that I can probably get that's real cheap at tight end that I haven't heard nobody talk about, and that's Jared Cook. Reason why I'm playing Jared Cook is because he getting targeted a lot by Teddy Bridgewater. Ever since Drew Brees got injured, Bridgewater took over. Last week he got a touchdown against the Bucks. Well, anybody gets a touchdown if you're a tight end against the Bucks. But yeah, he got a touchdown against the Bucks. Other reasons is Alvin Kamara is questionable, and Traquan Smith is ruled out. That leaves you again, Michael Thomas, and Jared Cook. So I feel like Jared Cook at tight end would be great for Bridgewater to target for short passes if Kamara happens not to play, or even if Kamara plays. I think I'm still going to take my chances with Jared Cook because he's getting those targets. So that's who I have at tight end. And last but not least, defense. I'm stacking with Le'Veon Bell with the New York Jets defense. And quite a few reasons why. One, they're cheap. It allowed on all sites too. The $1,500 on Draftkings, are they crazy? That's a Black Friday sale. It's not even near Christmas yet. Nah, but yeah, on all sites, the Jets are cheap. It's allowing you to pay for higher price guys. Your Travis Kelce's, your Kittles, your Hopkins. Can't say Odell Beckham, he's cheap. Your Julio Jones, your Mahomes, it is helping you pay a lot higher for whatever position that you want to go after. But not only that, the cheap and helping you pay for higher price players, they have upside too. If you look at week 1, they got 18 DraftKings points against the Buffalo Bills. Week 3, they got 16 points, DraftKings points against the New England Patriots in week 3. Yes. And also, before I made this video, I was looking for some more news about Dallas, and I saw on DallasNews.com the left tackle Tyrone Smith and La'el Collins are listed questionable for Sunday against the New York Jets. Hold on. When you talk this long, you gotta keep drinking water. But yeah, both left tackle, right tackle for Cowboys, Tyrone Smith and La'el Collins, they haven't practiced all week. And Jerry Jones said he's optimistic about one of the two playing, and he indicated that Smith is most likely, but the team still has to have him test his ankle out during the pregame to see if he's actually able to go out there and play. But yeah, if both are out, oh gosh, Jets are going to dominate. But even if one misses, that's still big hardship for Prescott and Elliott, as far as with the run game, passing too. Jets could probably end up firing them up on defense and offense with Sam Darnold to Le'Veon Bell, Crowder, Anderson, Herndon. He had to just miss another game. Damn. Jets defense, I don't know, maybe a cheap onslaught for New York Jets. I got to think about that. I got to look at some more stuff before I make that decision. But so far, what I have: quarterback Baker Mayfield, Cleveland Browns; running back Le'Veon Bell of the New York Jets; wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., Cleveland Browns; tight end Jared Cook, New Orleans Saints; and defense of New York Jets, the New York Jets. That's what I have for you guys. This has been the 411 for your fantasy football for week 6. Little bit of housekeeping: like, subscribe, share, dislike, do whatever. Make sure I know you're alive. Don't just click on a video, watch it, and bounce. I put in time in this, man. I had to do research. I had to do the video. I had to wait for it to upload. I have to share it here, share it there. I'm doing my damn job. Now you do yours. But yeah, get on out there. Be optimistic. Be wise with your plays. Whether it's going to be in cash, tournaments, head-to-heads, 50-50s, all of that, man. Just get out there and do one thing. And that's what? Just win, baby. Peace.